and real life.
Mm-hmm.
Africa show. Africans are ready. I'm going to Ghana for FESTAC Festival 2025. Africans are ready. Welcome to Africa show. Africans are ready. Welcome to FESTAC. Africans are ready. Welcome to Ghana. Africans are ready. Welcome to FESTAC. Oh, Mama Africa. FESTAC Africa. Oh, 2025. FESTAC Africa. From the 21st to the 27th of September 2025, the world will gather under one sky celebrating what unites us. Our culture, our heritage, our pride. Welcome to FESTAC Africa Festival 2025, a 7-day explosion of colors, rhythm, fashion, food and unity right at the Independence Square. Featuring daily cultural performances, movie screenings, 6 days of exhibition, 3 days of transformational conferences, Ghana versus Nigerian Jollof Rice Showdown, Kids Fun Fair, Wellness, Sports and Tree Planting, Teaching and Innovation, and a Pan-African Trade Market where every country is invited. FESTAC Africa Festival is not just an event. It's a festival of impacting inclusion and changing lives. Powered by Ghana Tourism Authority. This is your moment to stand tall, collect globally, and showcase the spirit of Africa. Register today at www.festacafrica.org. Africa is ready. Ghana is ready. Accra is ready. Chale, are you ready? If you don't get it, forget about it. FESTAC Africa. Oh, 2025. FESTAC Africa.
Dayo, Kembo. Depending on where you are, I greet you. Nusiemi betwa bumbote bana bayisolele. Molweni abantwana abanguni. Mpo salama watoto wa Mungu. Weuri, mulibwanji, sawubona. Yes, this is Africa and Africa is our business. And today we are joined by a force of art, ancestry and audacity. Adoyo Afrique, rising from the rivers of Sakwa, her sound speaks beyond rhythm. It carries memory, resistance, and rebirth. Adoyo Afrique, welcome to the circle.
Thank you very much.
Take us back to Sakwa. What does it mean to be a daughter of the land?
Pardon?
Take us back to Sakwa. What does it mean to be a daughter of the land?
Oh, to be a daughter of the land. Well, I was born in Sakwa. First, my name is Adoyo. Adoyo is my real name, Judith Adoyo. Adoyo simply means a girl born during the wedding seasons. So I was born in Sakwa Bondo during the wedding seasons. And Afrique is my stage name. So I added my real name to Afrique because I represent Africa's music. Okay? So there comes Adoyo Afrique. Now, about being the daughter of Sakwa. Sakwa Bondo is a bushy place, and I take a lot of pride in that. So I'm the daughter of the bush. In everything, in life, just like I literally pave ways in the bushes is how I do it in my music, in my life. I take a lot of pride in coming from Sakwa Bondo. So it feels nice, yeah.
And what what are Luo traditions or ancestral pulses or stories inspire you to do what it is
The
that you do?
the things that inspire me in what I do,
Yeah,
especially.
the ancestral stories, because you see, we are on your route. We are
Mhm,
still within Sakwa. We have not left Sakwa Bondo.
mhm,
We are still there with you in Sakwa Bondo. So what
mhm.
Luo traditions continue to guide you?
The Luo traditions that continue to guide me are all, let me say, about the musical instrument, my favorite musical instrument, the nyatiti. I hold it dear to my heart because of the history. And during those times, let me say, our ancestors, they didn't let women play the nyatiti because nyatiti was considered sacred, and it was an instrument that was only played by the male. So it inspires me a lot to bring it out for many other women to play it. I have seen women play it before me, and I'm taking it from here. I think that in the world of music, men and women are all equal. Everybody is uniquely gifted and talented, and the world is spiced up by our differences. And I believe that that's one tradition that should really be embraced by the men and the women. And I think it's a very beautiful instrument, and I hold it dear. So that inspires me a lot to play it as a woman. Uh-huh.
Sentiments I share with you, because there's a reason we have a mother tongue and not a father tongue. So the vibration of the woman is something. That is why even in my community, when a child is born, the
Mm-hmm.
ululations are made by the women. You align that child with the ancestry. So a little bird told me of Mwasi Kitoko.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the lyrics and your connections to Congo Diantotela. If you can,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you can share with us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I should tell you my connection with the Congo Lingala music that I do a lot, right?
Yes, Mwasi
So,
Kitoko. I had to ask.
and the Mosi Kitoko thing. So, growing up, my father, my father listened to a lot of Congolese music, Lingala music to be specific. And I grew up thinking that that was one of my native languages, at home. So I grew up understanding a little bit of Lingala because that's all I used to listen to. That's the music I used to listen to. So after high school, when I started to do music, coincidentally, I met Congolese people in Kisumu. They used to play live music, and I joined them. Then I started learning the lyrics, and I sang with them for a very long time. I performed for a very long time. And I was doing Lingala music live. It was great. And when I started writing my own songs, the Mwasi Kitoko thing, it was from a project with the One Luo community. I'm sure you know about it. Yeah, so we did one project, and that song Mamega, when a point reached where I had to write my verse, it was actually a teamwork. It was teamwork writing that verse, writing the whole song. Let me just say that. So I was like, Mwasi Kitoko means beautiful woman, right? Beautiful girl. So it was just me praising myself, like this guy is calling me Mwasi Kitoko. He changed my name to Mwasi Kitoko. So yeah, basically that was it. And I think it was really beautiful.
Indeed, it was, because in 2022, your journey
Mm-hmm.
takes off. You
Mm-hmm.
accompany legends like Mbilia Bell. We have
Yeah.
Mpongo Love. We have
Mm-hmm.
Shala Mwana. How
Yeah.
did this shape your sound now?
Okay, how it shaped my sound. First, it made me be really rooted in the African sound because with this generation, music has diverted to a very, very different direction, and I felt like Africa was losing the roots, of music and the rich sound of African music. So when I went back and listened to Shala Mwana, Mbilia Bell, and Miriam Makeba, all of those, I got so addicted to their music, and I naturally blended my sound, this generation's sound, with the roots. And I'm doing my first EP. I have recorded my first EP. I'll launch it on the 27th of August, and I can't wait to share so that people can listen to my sound, the blend of African roots with the new generation's music. Hmm.
So what you dropped in 2023, that was not your EP because we see you touring Nepal, Uganda,
Hmm.
Tanzania,
Hmm.
and you're bringing the Nyatiti to a world stage,
Hmm.
from audiences in Kathmandu to Kampala. So now
Hmm.
tell us, for a young artist watching you,
Hmm.
what mistake would you
Uh-huh.
tell them not to make
Hmm. Okay.
according to your experience?
According to my experience, I tell a young artist watching me, um, do not follow trends. Don't go with trends. Trends come and go. Just get your sound and follow your heart and do music for the soul. Don't follow trends. That's one. And another thing also, start recording your music. Um, and listen a lot to African music. Listen to African music, African legends. Just listen to their music, and also record your own music. Hmm. Yeah.
So at in Arusha,
Hmm.
sadly I was not present in Arusha, but I was in Kisumu. You performed both as an actor and as solo
Hmm.
Nyatiti musician. How do those two
Hmm.
disciplines intersect?
How they intersect. Art, art is art. Acting is art and music is art. So I express myself through art. And when I'm on stage as an actor, as an actress, I communicate in different ways compared to how I communicate as a musician. But the message is still the message. You see, I express myself as an actress, and it fulfills me a lot. And music and art, they intersect in a manner that it's art. It brings artists together, and I think it's just the same language.
Two things you cannot fake: the sound of music and that smile when you talk about music. Your music feels ritualistic. Of course,
Mhm.
I listen to you. I'm a fan.
Mhm.
Sue me. Do you see your music as a ceremony or an invocation of the spirits, ancestors, or even the landscape itself, be it Sakwa or be it Ghana, where they're telling you Akwaba?
Mhm.
So do you feel like it's a ceremony, a ritual when you get on stage and you have the Natiti? Are you channeling your ancestors?
Mhm. Sometimes I fail to understand, and I hope I understand this soon. But it feels like I'm living two lives. I am a different person in real life, and when I hit the stage, something unlocks in me, the feeling is different. I feel like I'm not even living in this world. And I feel like something is singing in me and not even me. So it's definitely a spiritual thing, but I'm yet to find out. Honestly, I don't understand that myself, but I'm definitely living two lives. There's Adoyo the artist, and there's Adoyo the baby girl. So I definitely, because you know what? Sometimes even in my sleep, I can I can get songs for my sleep. Do you know that? Songs come to me in my sleep. I wake up and write them. So it's definitely spiritual. I am trying to find out what's going on. Yeah. hmm But
It
yes,
is a
it's
journey
definitely
of self-discovery.
uh-huh.
Talking of duality, it comes in twos. You perform in the Luo, you perform in English, you perform in Kiswahili. We've
Mm-hmm.
listened to your EP, Suku,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Marwa. How do you decide which language carries a particular emotion or message
Mm-hmm.
best? Or it just comes to you in your sleep,
Mm-hmm.
as you say?
Uh, at first, when I started singing, I thought that maybe I'll be switching languages according to the crowd. Hello? Okay. I thought that maybe I should be switching languages according to the crowd. Maybe when I go to a Luo crowd, I sing the Luo. When I go to a mixed crowd, maybe I mix languages. But then later, I realized that music by itself is a language. And people will vibe to music even without understanding what it means, without understanding the language you're singing in. So whatever determines what language I switch to is the song I want to give to the crowd. If I want to give an emotional song, mostly I go with the Luo because I express myself best in Luo with the chants and the wailings and everything. So if I want to give a happy mood, maybe I'll switch to Lingala. So it depends. The language depends on the mood I want to give to the crowd. Mhm.
In the theme of borderless Africa, you've collaborated. You did mention Mamega, which is a big, big, big song.
Mhm.
The experience working with artists across East Africa,
Mhm.
which is the biggest advantage and which is the biggest challenge, in your own words?
The biggest advantage I would say is the sharing ideas. Like I said earlier, everybody is uniquely gifted and talented. So you meet another artist and you see them doing things quite differently, being creative in their own ways, writing songs in their own ways. And when you share these ideas, you make them better and you make yourself, you also get better. So there's growth, like grand growth, working with other artists in East Africa. That was the biggest advantage. For the disadvantage, I'd say is the culture shock and the language barrier. Uh, let's say people from Uganda, the way they articulate their words is quite different from the way we do. And I also noticed that the Luo is not quite the same, you know, it's slightly different. And then comes the culture shock, hanging out, when you're making music, you have to hang out. So there's a lot of difference when it comes to culture. Yeah, but all in all, it was a good experience. I do that 100 times. hmm
And I cannot fail to put you on the spot on this one. If your
hmm
next if your next album could carry one ancestral memory or release one trauma, what would that
hmm
sound like? And we don't want your words. Speak through what speaks your emotions best. The nyatiti. We'll wait.
It will come again. I didn't get the question.
If your next album could carry one ancestral memory, or release one trauma, what would that sound like? And we don't want to hear your words. We want to hear from the nyatiti. What would that sound be like?
Let me just bring my nyatiti and do it.
I had to.
Okay, so I've not really tuned my nyatiti today. I just hope it still sounds musical though.
And that sound would be Koth Biro. Now we know. Wow, 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 wow. That sound just will take you somewhere else, and you do it beyond justice. It's amazing when you see the divine feminine vibrate in that vibration. If the world fell silent for 2 minutes and could hear only your voice, what would you sing or say? You've sung, so what would you say?
I'd say one word of what?
What would you say? Like, if the world fell silent, there's no noise, there's nothing speaking, no birds chirping, the rivers are not flowing, and we could only hear the voice of Adoyo Afrique. What would she sing or what would she say? But since she has sung for us, what would she say?
Adoyo would say, discipline beats motivation anytime.
Complete this sentence for us. From the rivers of Takwa to the sound of the world, I am
Adoyo Afrique.
And when she says she's a baby girl, you best believe it that she is a baby girl. So now, what do we expect from Adoyo Afrique in Ghana?
In Ghana,
Ghana is coming. Accra is coming.
I will be actually on highlight. I will be playing my EP. my very first EP that I'll be releasing on the 27th of August. The EP Thorns and Honey, that's the title of the EP. The thorns signify the difficulties in life, the difficulties I went through since I started my music journey. And the honey, of course, represents the good things, the healing and the sweetness of healing, and the sweet music that comes after the thorns. So it's thorns and honey. I can't wait to share this with people, and people should expect that. Mhm.
Well, you better, because you have gotten a taste. Ashe
Mhm.
Dayo Dayo. From
Mhm.
ancestral waters to cosmic waves. Adoyo Afrique
Mhm.
reminds us that voice is a vessel and art is an altar. She
Thank
has
you.
shared with us the beauty that is her music. She
Mhm.
continues to share with us. Catch her performance in Accra, Ghana,
Mhm.
for the Festival of African Culture and Arts
Mhm.
2025. Afrique Adoyo, I see
Mhm.
you. Africa sees you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. The Divine Feminine celebrates you. We thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
You're a jewel of Africa. May you
Mhm.
continue vibrating high to
Mhm.
those of Africa. See
Thank
you
you.
in Ghana, and thank you so much for taking the time. We have to release the lovely Adoyo Afrique. She is also a scholar of music, so
Mhm.
she took some time to be with us, of which we are grateful. We have to let her go do her scholarly duties and bring the revolution, which is being televised in Africa. And those from East Africa, we say Maha. To those heading to Ghana, we say Akwaba. From those of us in
Okay.
Bantu Re-Education TV, Dayo Dayo.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we will not forget. Africa will not forget you, Adoyo Africa. For surely I
Thank
will not forget you.
Thank you very much. Um,